coming up. And I can tell you now on the line, we've got the mother of one of the two suspects, Zubeidat Tsarnaeva, on the line with me now. Very good evening to you. Thank you for taking the time at what must be a very difficult time for you to come and speak to anyone at this time, and for your family as well. So thanks for being with us. I'm sure, but what can you tell me about your sons and your thoughts of what they're accused of tonight?
Okay, can I speak now?
Yes, you are indeed. You're live on RT.
Thank you. Well, what can I tell? It's really like a hard thing to hear, and being a mother, what I can say is I am really sure, I am like 100% sure that this is a setup. My two sons are really innocent, and I know that neither of them never has talked about whatever they're saying about now. And what I want to say is, both of them were my youngest one was raised from 8 years. He was raised in America, and my oldest son, he is they were really properly raised, and in our house nobody talked about the terrorism. And my son Tamerlan really got involved in the religion, religious politics 5 years ago. So he started following his own religious aspects, and he never told me that he would be on the side of jihad, and whatever they're talking, whatever is talking about him being a loser, themselves are the losers. My son would never do this. My son, it is a set up. He was controlled by FBI for 5 years. They knew what my son was doing. They knew what actions and what the sites on the internet he was going. They used to come home. They used to come and talk to me. They used to tell me that they are controlling his. They were telling me that he's a serious leader, and they are afraid of him. They told me that whatever computer site or whatever is there, whatever information he's getting, they are controlling him. So how could this happen? How could they? They were controlling every step of him, and they are telling today that this is a terrorist act. Never ever. This is not true. My two sons are innocent.
I do take in what you're saying. I do take in what you're saying there, but I have to put to you, how can you explain the violent chase your sons were involved in early this morning, the use of explosives and the use of firearms?
I'm sorry?
I take in everything you say there, that you say your sons have been set up, but I'm asking you, please, if you can, I know it's a very difficult time for you, but can you explain, therefore, what the violent chase your sons were involved in was about this morning, and the fact that they were firing at police officers and throwing explosives out of the car at them?
Well, you mean the youngest one?
Well, I gather both were involved in this early morning chase, and both were firing and throwing explosives out of that SUV at the time. How can you explain their involvement in that?
I never believe into it. I never believe into it. I think that it is. I know my son never spoke about those things, and I am a mother. I raised them. They were highly intelligent. Whatever FBI, they were scared of my oldest son. They always told me that he is a leader. He is, they are afraid of him because they think that he is, he's a leader. He talks about Islam a lot, and they told me, but they were talking to my son, and they called me officially, and they told me that my son is an excellent boy, and they have no problem with that, with him. So at the same time, they were telling that he is he's getting the information in really extreme sites. So they were kind of very afraid of him. So that's why I think that it is a set up.
Could you foresee any chance at all that maybe, and I know this must be very hard to take in as a parent, especially as a mother of your two sons, but there could have been a side to them that maybe you just didn't know, that they didn't let you in on?
My son, my oldest son, who used to tell me everything, every day, every second day, my son used to call me and ask me, how are you, Mama? Both of them, Mama, we love you. Mama, how are you? We miss you. It's impossible for them, for both of them to do such things. So I'm really telling that this is a setup. My son would tell me, my son never would keep it in secret. So I would know, whoever would be, knowing that if there is anyone who would know, it would be me, mother. He would never hide it from me. He would tell me that, but never ever even a word.
Zubeidat, your son, your youngest son, as we know at length, is on the run tonight. Boston is locked down. The police are looking for him. If by any chance he's got RT on, if by any chance he gets to hear you speak to him now, what would you say to him?
I would say, what would I say? I would say, save your life and tell them the truth, that you haven't done anything. That this is a set-up.
OK, thank you, Zubeidat Tsarnaeva, the mother of brothers Dzhokhar and Tamerlan Tsarnaev. Dzhokhar, as I say, on the run tonight in Boston. Thank you for taking the time at what is obviously very difficult time for you and your family as well to speak to us.